Our people were so tough, they were so motivated to be somebody, that they just wore Prudential's butt out. See, we didn't win because we invented buy term and invest the difference. We didn't. Buy term and invest the difference has been around over 100 years. We didn't win because we had better training. That was part of it. We didn't win because we had the cheapest product out there. That was part of it. A.L. Williams won because we were so dadgum aggressive, so vicious, so tough, so intense. We hit the life insurance industry like an atomic bomb. They've never seen anything like it.
People in America won't follow dead, dull, disillusioned, frustrated dadgum crybabies. If you want to win in this country, you got to be positive, you got to be excited, you got to be aggressive, you got to be tough.
See, we wanted to destroy the competition. We didn't want to play nice. We didn't want to be friends with the enemy. The harder they fought, the nastier they were, the better we liked it. Honestly, that's hard. That's almost unbelievable for most people to understand, you know. But you understood being a football player. Get nasty. Get nasty. Get as nasty as you want to get. Say anything you want to say. The uglier the better. Lay it all out there. We going after your ass. Hey, 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 hey. And see, we know you going after our ass, right? We know the rules of the game, right? And we gonna go after your ass for 48 minutes. You understand that? A.L. Williams didn't want to play nice.
And says, hey, John, I want you to meet Joe. And Joe is in the same business as you. So I said, oh, really? So Joe was a real, affable kind of guy, and he jumps out of the chair and he goes, hi, my name is Joe so-and-so. And he says, I'm with Life of Virginia. Life of Virginia is a subsidiary of General Electric. General Electric also owns, so he goes off and telling me about all the companies that General Electric owns and the insurance business and blah, 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 blah. So he's talking, and then he says to me, and who are you with, John?
And John looked at him, with those eyes that just kill you.
And I said, Joe, I'm with your greatest nightmare. And he says to me, you're with A.L. Williams? And you could just see the fear in this guy Joe's eyes that I might take some of his business because I was the enemy. And he put his hand out to shake my hand, and I didn't shake his hand. I was going to shake this guy's hand. I don't like him. I don't like anybody that works for Life of Virginia. And people would say, John, you take it that personal? Yep.
In the life insurance industry, the largest industry in the world, when somebody mentioned A.L. Williams, all 250,000 agents, all 2,000 companies, they immediately mentioned A.L. Williams. They immediately felt fear. They immediately felt intimidation. They knew if they went out and sold a trash value policy that we were out there. They didn't know where we were. They didn't know when we were going to get them. But they knew that someday, sometime, somewhere, A.L. Williams was going to show up, and it was going to be ugly. It was going to be ugly.
But the industry was so nasty. They were so ugly. They played so dirty. And these politicians and regulators created all kind of regulations and laws, and it would drive all these people out of the business. But the industry had finally found in A.L. Williams a group of people that wasn't going to take it. We weren't going to let anybody drive us out of business. We were going to fight.
I remember sitting, after I'd built 80 RVPs, I'm sitting in the insurance commissioner's office in the state of Maryland, 29 years old, and, they're trying to cease and desist and all this stuff. And 2 days later, nothing happened because nothing was going to happen because everything we did was right. And people ask me today, they say, well, how'd you feel about, being under the gun like that and everything you'd built? You got 80 RVPs and you put everything on the line and the state's kind of coming after you. There was not 1 second I thought we were wrong. I knew we were right the whole time. So, it didn't really matter what they threw at us. When you're right, you're right. And we went out there, we prevailed, man. We got the job done, and look at us now.
I had a young team one year and a real young secondary. We played a team, the quarterback went to Georgia Tech. They were good throwing the football. They were ahead about midway through in the fourth quarter, 21-6, had the game over, but they were still throwing on every play. They scored. They threw a touchdown pass with about 2 minutes to go and beat us 28-6. I never forgot that. The next year we played that same team. With about 30 seconds to go, we were ahead 48-0. And we were on the 3-yard line with about 15 seconds to go. And I kicked a field goal to beat them 51-0. See, A.O. Williams, A.O. Williams, we didn't want to just beat them, we wanted to embarrass them.
I was carrying a 44 Magnum with a 6.5-inch barrel before Clint Eastwood ever saw one. So for you that don't know it, you can shoot 44 Magnum pistol. And if you hit somebody right here, it makes a nice, clean little old hole. Right there where it just goes in. But back here, ain't no back left. When it hits, it kind of just takes out most of the midsection. And I know that. And after a couple of minutes of explaining that to my agent, true story. I said, let me tell you what you've proved servicing me 9 times. I don't know nothing about insurance, and I'm stupid for letting you sit here take $191 a month out of my paycheck every month. I don't even know what it's for. I said, I'm embarrassed about that. I said, I am embarrassed that I let you do that to me. And I know you know the difference because you only got $500,000 worth of term for your family. I said, let me tell you, 2 things that I'm contemplating. One thing I've already decided, I'm getting rid of this crap, but there's 2 other things I'm contemplating. He said, what? I said, you proven I don't know anything about insurance, and I'm fixing to prove to you you don't know much about the law, or you wouldn't have come here this morning. He said, what? I said, in Texas, it's very clear. To protect your life or the life of another, you can kill somebody. That's what the law says. It also says, if you catch a felon in the act of committing a felony, you can kill him. Well, we got another one. It also says, if you see a felony committed, and in the process, the felon is fleeing, you can kill him. I said, and I've known that all my life. I said, the only thing I'm trying to decide is if I'm gonna kill you or not. He said, it ain't no felony. I said, I think it is. He said, well, I ain't committing one. You already bought all those. I said, no, you fixing to write me another one. And in the middle of it, I'm gonna kill you. But I didn't smile at him. And I had it laid up there on the table. It's intimidating. I said, the other thing that I have got to make a decision on is you want the little hole in the front or the back.
See, the nastier they were, the harder they fought. We thrived on that. When you're put in that kind of situation, you find out how good you are. And A.L. Williams gave us a chance to find out how good we were. We wanted you to challenge us. We were going to change an industry. We were going to destroy cash value. We wanted you to be nasty. We wanted you to try to put us out of business. We wanted you to do everything you could think of, and they did. See, the difference in being great and average and ordinary is this much. Folks, it's just almost too scary to talk about. See, you can do 99% of the things right and not do this much, and you're guaranteed to fail. But you can screw up every day like I did and do this much, and you're guaranteed to win. This much is a special kind of attitude, a special kind of mental toughness, a special kind of hunger and desire to be somebody. See, I believe the key is you.
See, products don't win for you. Systems don't win for you. IQs don't win for you. College degrees don't win for you. You win. The difference is you.
You got to show up to work every day. If you feel good or if you feel bad, you got to do what you're supposed to do, and you got to do it when you're supposed to do it. You know, I see tall people make it big in business and short people, dumb people and smart people, fat people and skinny people. But if you cut open the winners in business, I see a heart of a champion. And all these people are competitors and they don't quit. I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I'm like I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something say, Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to go for it. Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life.
I want you to hit them in the morning, and I want you to hit them in the afternoon. And I want you to hit them at night, and I want you to hit them on weekends, and I want you to hit them on holidays, and I want you to knock their ass off. See, in order to push yourself to create this unbelievable toughness, meanness, competitiveness, you know, where you compete every play, and by the fourth quarter, the last play, you've just destroyed them. You just destroyed them. And it wasn't because you were smart. It wasn't because you were more talented. It was because you were just plain dadgum tougher.